Fall behind her, folks are welcoming this storm. Jorge Quiroga with the real Valentine's Day heartbreaker. But first, meteorologist Harvey Leonard busy tracking the storm's latest moves. Harvey? Well, the most profitable day of the year for those in the business of love is turning into a bit of a heartbreaker. News Center 5's Jorge Quiroga picks up our local live coverage from Andover tonight. Jorge?
Here on Main Street, Liz, and let's take a peek inside this flower shop, and you can see they're burning the midnight oil for businesses that bloom on Valentine. Tomorrow's storm is proving to be a heartache, or at the very least, a pain in the neck. With a Valentine snowstorm moving in, guys were rushing home with flowers. Better safe than sorry.
It's going to blow the surprise, but I'd rather have them fresh and in the water and waiting for it tonight. I think she'll understand it.
In florists, the action was mano a mano.
I'm hiding the flowers down the basement and don't tell her, but when she wakes up, I'm taking the day off.
It's their busiest day of the year, and with the snowy mess predicted, florists are getting no sleep at all.
We've had to bump all the arrangements up to, well, most of the arrangements up to today because of anticipating the snow, so it has been a little stressful.
Just ask Ellen Lee with over 100 deliveries scheduled on Valentine's.
For tomorrow, we're really encouraging people to come to the store and pick up rather than wait for us to deliver, because we certainly don't want to be delivering at 6 or 7 at night and having people disappointed.
Restaurants are also stressing out.
One of our busiest nights of the year, definitely. We're hoping that the snow won't interrupt it too much.
Fully booked, Valentine's is the second most popular dining out day after Mother's Day. The owners of this small French bistro have been tracking the storm for days.
The phone just kept ringing and ringing for reservations, and then this evening the phone kept ringing to cancel some reservations, and then we had people on the way, so we were able to pick up that slack.
And there you go. There is a silver lining for the procrastinators among us. Blame the late arriving flowers on this storm. And if you didn't make dinner reservations, take advantage of the cancellations. Reporting live from Andover, Jorge Quiroga, News Center 5 tonight.
I think you just got a good sense of where the snow line is. It was snowing in Worcester, and it's not snowing yet in Andover. Storm Track 5's Mike Wacom continuously updating weather online during the storm. To read his interactive storm blog, just log on to the bostonchannel.com. It's on the home page, right under Weather Resource. Frozen in. Good evening, everyone. The skies have calmed, but there is very real danger out there tonight for just about everyone.
That's right. It's frozen slush, and it's already causing a whole lot of problems. We do have team coverage reporting for you tonight from all angles. We begin with Harvey Leonard. And Harvey, boy, we're not out of the woods just yet, are we?
No, we're really not. This has been an amazing storm, so different in so many locations. We're going to focus on the Boston area for a moment. We go back to 2 in the morning when it was snowing, 15 degrees. Still cold at 4 a.m., but a little warm air above, so the snow starts to mix with sleet. By 5 a.m., the ocean wind kicks in. It starts to warm up to 27, makes it to 32 degrees around 9 a.m. Then we get heavy snow, heavy sleet, and then the ocean wind takes over enough to flip it to heavy rain in Boston, soaking down the snow and sleet into a thick slush. Then 5 o'clock, the temperature starts to drop. By 6 o'clock, it's below freezing, and 7 o'clock, way below. All that slush freezes like cement. That is a problem. It's very dangerous. Any untreated surface for driving and for walking. The temperatures have continued to drop a little more since then. As for the snow, there are a few flurries left to get through, but that's about it. However, there's much more to this story because the wind and the cold, I'll let you know how that's going to affect your morning commute, and snowfall totals. And trust me, you're not going to believe a few of the numbers that I'm going to share with you. So stay tuned for all of that and see how some of your fellow New Englanders and folks in New York State made out. I'll see you soon. Liz?
All right, Harvey.
Well, not much of a romantic night of this Valentine's Day, is it? Well, despite some of the rough weather all over the area, some procrastinators actually lucked out because, at least when it comes to dinner reservations, they're able to make good on that. Jorge Quiroga picking up our local live coverage of the snowy event. He's in Andover tonight, and he has a smile on. Jorge, good evening.
And lots of businesses like the little restaurant behind us and flower shops had their fingers crossed all day long. They were wondering if this Valentine nor'easter would be a boom or a bust. Well, as it turns out, Andover has some of the heaviest snow north of Boston. We were here last night, so we came back to find out. If you were warm indoors, savoring fine French cuisine, this white Valentine was Cupid's work.
I would not miss it, and I have a 4-wheel drive, which is helpful.
Andover under snow for the first time this winter. Restaurants fully booked, fear lots of no-shows. How bad was the weather on business?
We had a lot of cancellations early in the evening, but we had people on wait, so we were able to, as you can see, fill right back up again.
We were supposed to be in San Francisco tonight.
We spent the day at the airport, and when we realized finally that our flight was canceled, I called Cassis and said, we need to have dinner.
Up to 10 inches around here, almost like the old days.
I know. We're really out of practice. We were spoiled, weren't we? December and even January.
On Main Street, this flower shop was still busy well into the evening. After working nearly 48 hours straight, the storm a thorn in their side.
It made it hard. I mean, the drivers weren't thrilled driving around.
With the temperature dropping, the wet snow turning icy and treacherous.
Because things were icing up, but we were going slow, and we all made it in one piece.
Hours behind schedule, Sang Lee made his last delivery on a snowy Valentine, feeling a bit like Santa.
I do, and everybody's been very nice, so it's been really good.
And in the end, business turned out a lot better than they expected. But as they say, some things are priceless, like the memory of Valentine 2007. They'll be talking about this one for years to come. Reporting live from Andover, Jorge Quiroga, News Center 5 tonight.
That's a nice story, Jorge. Well,